Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today for this timeless pick a card tarot reading. Whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to hear it. To choose your reading, you're going to choose from one of these three cards I'm about to reveal or one of these crystals I'm going to introduce to you. And then in the description box below, you'll find a link to all the readings. All right, for the first reading, the crystal is ruby fuchsite. And for the second reading, white jasper. And for reading number 3, Sodalite. All right, let's look at the cards. For reading number 1, this is the image. And for reading number 2, this is the image. And for reading number 3, this is the image. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal or image you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. Of course, if you're drawn to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, feel free to listen to more than one, as there may be additional messages for you there. Enjoy your reading. Hello, reading number 1. You chose ruby fuchsite, which is heart awakening and compassionate strength. It's 2 crystals in one. You have the ruby, which ignites passion, vitality, motivation, and the fuchsite, the green part of this stone, which soothes the heart with gentleness and forgiveness. Together, they awaken a love that is both tender and strong, the love that keeps showing up even after being hurt. It harmonizes the energies of the heart and the base chakra. It also is healing burnout and restoring life force. When your energy has been scattered, ruby fuchsite draws it back into your body. And the ruby charges your auric field, while the fuchsite restores harmony to your emotional body. It helps shift from survival mode to inspired action, guiding you to use your energy with purpose rather than urgency. It's also an integration of the physical and spiritual self. Ruby fuchsite balances the intuitive realms with the physical body, helping you feel both spiritually connected and grounded at the same time. It can enhance channeling, Reiki, intuitive readings, while keeping your roots firmly in the earth. It's often used to bridge communication between the human heart and the higher heart, the seat of divine love and purpose. And some people use it for ancestral healing, to connect you to your past life and clear any quantum entanglements or karmic entanglements that revolve around love, betrayal, or sacrifice. It opens a portal to your ancestors and your soul memory, allowing you to heal these things. The ruby component carries the energy of ancient life force, bloodlines, courage, vitality, while fuchsite brings understanding, forgiveness, and release. And I love that there's red and green all over this card. Isn't that synchronistic? It says joy and delight. Now, what I'm getting is that maybe some of you have recently experienced a loss and you're about to get past that phase, that season, and the next season is joyful and delightful. If this isn't you, then this is just simply a level up in your joy and delight. It's that stronger connection to your higher heart. But I feel for many of you, you have been consciously, or maybe you're unaware, have been working on healing karmic entanglements, either from past lives or ancestral lineage. All right, let's find out more about this joy and delight. So excited for you. All right, the High Priestess. The Ace of Cups. Of course, yeah, joy and delight. That makes sense. The Three of Swords. Yeah, there's that loss. All right. All right, definitely the message is becoming clearer. The High Priestess is how you are releasing these karmic entanglements, these patterns that you either inherited through ancestral lineage or something that you're karmically repeating, whether it's from past lives, or I do hear that it is from past lives. So it may seem like something that happened in your childhood created a ripple that is energetically repeating in your life. What I'm hearing is that it is tied to your past lives and ancestral inheritance. So what we see with the High Priestess is you see this little spiral here. There are no other people in this image because you are going within to do this healing, to do this releasing. You do have assistance from the spirit realm. That's why we see this cat here, the familiar. And you see how it looks like a spiral. You have this understanding now, this knowing. You're seeing things in a different way. You're trusting yourself. You're opening up compassion where maybe at one time you felt more of a burden of energy. The High Priestess governs the mysteries of cycles, lineage, and the invisible cords that link soul to soul, life to life. So this karmic release happens through consciousness. This is consciousness work, through knowing, not efforting. So again, it's going within. It's not having conversations with people outside of you. It's this knowing coming from within you and from the spirit realm. What I see is you're untangling the web by seeing it clearly and choosing not to repeat its rhythm. You have this better understanding of this energy that's been spiraling. And you are releasing karma by returning to the inner chamber of wisdom, the intuitive temple that holds all the records of your soul's journey. The high priestess invites you to sit before the veil and ask, what am I still carrying that isn't truly mine? So each realization, each aha moment of recognition dissolves another thread of attachment. The ruby fuchsite strengthens this process by balancing compassion for yourself and others while clearing these energetic boundaries. And it allows you to forgive without reopening the wound, to bless the lesson without binding to the story. So through stillness and witnessing, you don't need to fix anything. You only need to see it, observe it. That's where the alchemy is. And through emotional integration. So you might have had tears or memories or sensations. These are sacred releases. So just allow them to pass through without judgment. And I'm also hearing that you may be doing work in your dreams, whether you remember your dreams or not. Some of this work is taking place in your dreams. If you do remember your dreams, you may want to keep a dream journal. And, the next card is going to talk about joy and delight. But I'm also hearing that part of this disentanglement is coming through remembered joy. I'm also hearing initiation. Look at all these books. This is all your knowledge gained. It's also your soul's record that you're getting access to. We notice both of these figures have the tall hat. And here we see this energy, right? You're peering into. Now this energy is floating around the crown. Your crown chakra is opening, giving you access to your other realm, but also giving you access to divine love. And in addition to joy and delight, I see peace. Look at these doves. And your cup is overflowing. And we see this pot here with the same golden light, because this is a whole new chapter in your life. Something new is brewing, and the main ingredient is your joy and delight. Something new is on the horizon. As you release these karmic bonds, you're making space for something new. And this is the flow of energy. The Ace of Cups is a gift. It's like a dawn, the sun rising. It's an overflowing heart, a divine refill. It's restoring your joy and delight. And it's it's a continued replenishment. So you're not seeking joy, you're channeling it. It's flowing through the crown of your head. You're receiving it. Your emotional body is cleansed. You're forgiving yourself and others. All this heaviness is being cut away. And now you have this beautiful restoration of joy by allowing love in its pure, undirected form, to move through you again. You're being filled from Source itself, not from others or external validation, anything like that. And with ruby fuchsite and this Ace of Cups, what I'm seeing is a bridge. A bridge between these two cards. It grounds. This card is grounding the joy so that you can root and blossom rather than it evaporating. So remember, with this fuchsite, we have the ruby, which is the root chakra, and we have fuchsite connected to the heart chakra. So all of this joy flowing into your heart is getting rooted and grounded. So you're not, just flying off, but you're grounding it. You're at peace and you're grounded, you're centered. So beautiful. And I see intuitive creativity being born of this. And your voice begins to flow freely again, and your heart is expanding, and that magnetizes aligned relationships and experiences. So you're returning to this flow state. Very nice. The High Priestess opened the inner temple and unveiled what needed to be seen, witnessed, released, and now the Ace of Cups is blessing this inner temple, refilling it with beauty and tenderness and divine flow. And then we have the Three of Swords. This is what you're leaving behind. Now, you may have already experienced a loss, which is what I saw in this card. And with this new grounded, centered joy, divine love flowing through you, it doesn't mean that life will be without challenges. What it means is that you're not going to experience them the same way that you used to, because you did this work. You detached from those patterns. So you may still experience loss or disappointment, but it's not going to have the same impact on you that it once did. You see, you're not lying in bed mourning about it. You have left this behavior, this energetic pattern, and you have a new way. You know that divine love flows through you. So things that used to get you down or bother you aren't going to have the same hold on you, which is wonderful. This is transmutation through understanding. So you've become a vessel of healing and love and joy, and it's going to ripple out to others. And all of your work that you've done all your transmutation, all the past aches that you experienced are now medicine for others. This is the high priestess's path fulfilled, to carry wisdom born of lived experience, radiant, raw, and show others how you have transmuted it. Just your vibration itself is enough to ripple out and have a positive impact on those around you. So amazing. Wow. This feels so beautiful. I'm so excited for you. So again, if you have been feeling down, just know joy and delight are headed your way. And if you haven't, you're about to increase that and have a stronger connection to the higher heart. Reading number 1. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the white Jasper, which is a deeply grounding stone through purity. It anchors your energy with purity of presence and roots you in still awareness, that peaceful, unwavering center that exists beneath all change. It's a stone that calls you back into the eternal now, steady and luminous. It's also cleansing and helps to recalibrate your aura. It acts as a natural spiritual purifier. It smooths the energy field, dissolving residue from fear, grief, or others' projections. It replaces turbulence with clarity, restoring the aura's symmetry and resilience. And it strengthens your spiritual discernment. White Jasper awakens the ability to sense truth in silence. It fine-tunes your intuition and teaches you the difference between emotional noise and divine knowing. It helps you feel Spirit's voice as a calm certainty in the body rather than a swirl of thoughts. And white jasper forms a kind of luminous boundary around your field. Rather than blocking it, it reflects, sending back energies that are not in resonance. And this protection is rooted in light, not defense. It reminds you that safety comes from alignment with the truth of who you are. And spiritually, it bridges the crown and root chakra, the two ends of the energetic spine. So if you felt disconnected from the physical world or from your spiritual purpose, white jasper weaves those two into unity. And the result is embodiment, walking the world as a living prayer. And we see here prayer and wishes. Wow, already such perfect alignment with the card and the stone. Prayers and wishes. So there's prayers and wishes coming true through your alignment, through cleansing of your auric field and your embodiment of the crown, and what I see is you're channeling this divine love through your crown and anchoring it into the 3D through your root chakra. Let's find out more about that. Yeah, there's something in your energy. I'm also hearing DNA that's being upgraded. The Ace of Cups. If you came from reading number 1, let me know, because this was in reading number 1. I told you the crown chakra, right? Yeah. Knight of Wands. And 8 of Wands. The Ace of Cups is your inner chalice being refilled by source, by the source of your being. It shows that alignment comes through receiving, not striving. Receiving divine love, receiving self-love. Each time you soften into honesty, this is what I feel, this is what I need, this is what I am becoming, your cup fills. So this is how you're aligning now, by allowing emotions to be sacred messengers rather than problems to fix. And by giving yourself permission to love what you love without justification. And by remembering that joy and tenderness are not luxuries, but indicators of truth, your truth. Your truth feels alive in your body, always flowing. The Ace of Cups overflows in response to you being aligned with your truth when you stop resisting your own light. The ways that you resist your own light is by seeking assurance from others, or validation or confirmation of what you already know is true. So there's a feeling in you of what you want, what you don't want, and if you don't follow that, it diminishes the flow. It clogs up this flow. But when you follow it, when you stop asking others or striving to please others, then that flow begins to overflow. So your alignment with truth begins in your body, listening to your body. It begins in your breath, in the quiet willingness to let this divine love move through you without needing to control it or name it. This is the embodied truth, a heart that no longer negotiates its own purity. You just do it. You don't need somebody else's permission to follow what your heart wants. Practice with small things. Like where you want to go eat, or what you want to eat, or how you want to start your day. Practice small, and before you know it, that voice, your heart's voice, your divine connection will grow stronger, and it'll be easier to hear and easier to follow. And the way that you bridge the crown and the root chakra and walk the world as a living prayer is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands carries light into the world. So white jasper grounds the heavens. The Knight of Wands carries that light into the world, and together they form the sacred equation. Stillness plus motion equals embodied spirit. So you bridge your crown and root not by separating your spiritual life from your physical one, but by igniting purpose in the tangible. The crown opens to inspiration, divine will. And the root anchors that will into how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, the choices you make, your creative fire. And when these two align, your every action becomes prayer in motion. The Knight of Wands rides with confidence. I mean, he doesn't look stressed out, even though there's a dragon over here, right? He just looks ready, like, I got this. Look at the body language. You are going to know what you're doing is right and that you can do it. Act on what sets your soul ablaze with passion. It's how spirit moves through you. This is guided vision. You're bridging the divine and the human each time you create something simply because it thrills your heart to do so. Every time you speak from lived wisdom instead of rehearsed words. And every time you move your body, every time you strut, dance, walk, build, paint, sing, as though each gesture is a blessing. You know, wearing that outfit that makes you feel powerful, because you are powerful, because you know what you want and you do what you want, and it's in alignment with who you are. So what I see is you may have separated things and now it's all integrated. The spiritual, the ordinary, the physical, it's all united with the Knight of Wands. So your cooking, your gardening, everything you do, you just go through your day like this king or queen of light. So beautiful. And the more that you do this, what you're going to see is things speeding up. The Eight of Wands is the universe saying yes. So you may have hesitated or waited for external things to happen. Then you began to take matters into your own hands and say yes to yourself, to what your heart wants, to what your spirit is telling you. And then you acted upon that. You said yes to yourself, to your heart, to your spirit. And as you do that, things just start to happen quickly. Things speed up. It's signs and synchronicities multiplying, doors opening, messages arriving, meeting the right people at the right time. You're becoming a conductor of divine timing, moving when spirit moves. And when you're aligned, movement is effortless. You're not pushing. It's like you're being carried. You're purposefully riding. They're showing me somebody on a magic carpet riding the wind currents. You're riding these currents without effort. It's just following your bliss, following your heart, your divine knowing. And trust this momentum as sacred gifts, sacred grace. You're not going to be feeling scattered impulses. Every creative act, every spoken word in integrity travels far and true, and what it returns to you is in alignment with you. So beautiful. Yes, it's really it feels so magical. It's like you're just living this magical life. I'm so excited for you. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose Sodalite. Sodalite awakens the throat chakra, bringing clarity and truth of your voice. It invites you to speak with integrity and calm certainty. It teaches that truth is resonant rather than defensive or sharp. And when you align your words with your authentic inner knowing, communication becomes healing rather than persuasion. Sometimes it's called the poet's stone or the seer's compass because it translates that word. I may say it wrong, but it's something that we give credit to poets for, to be able to translate the ineffable, visions, emotions, intuition into words and images that others can understand. The indescribable, right? Poets can describe the indescribable. And that's what this stone helps with, whether you're doing that visually or with words. And Sodalite's greatest gift is of synthesis. It unites the analytical left brain and the intuitive right brain, allowing you to interpret spiritual insight with grounded reasoning. It's integration of intuition and intellect. So the mind becomes a servant of the soul rather than a skeptic or warden. And it also brings emotional balance through perspective. Sodalite brings emotional equilibrium through understanding. So it's not about repressing your feelings, but it helps offer a higher vantage point, the wisdom to witness emotion as energy, not as identity. And Sodalite can help quiet overthinking, soothe panic, and transmute self-doubt into self-trust. Energetically, Sodalite opens the third eye and deepens meditation. It enhances claircognizance, the clear knowing that comes with sudden insights, while also protecting the mind from energetic noise. And it helps distinguish between divine inspiration and ego-driven thought. Sodalite resonates with group harmony and shared purpose. It encourages cooperation, mutual respect, and unity through truth. When placed in a shared workspace or circle, it harmonizes communication and aligns the group to higher collective visions. So I would say if you have a business and you have a place where you have team meetings, a big piece of sodalite in the room may help better flow of communication. All right, and the card that you chose, follow your dreams. Yeah, so this is all about following your energy, your expression, your dreams, your voice, your inner voice. When we talk about the throat chakra, it's not just your words that come out of your mouth. It's not just your speaking voice, but it's how you express yourself. So any way that you do that, whether it's writing or drawing or painting or music, how you move, the clothes you wear, your style, all of that. Also, if you have a Maine Coon, let me know, because I think this, when I see this cat with its pointy ears, I'm seeing a Maine Coon. Perhaps you have a dream about cats. I see a cat in the crystal ball as well. And the stars are really standing out to me. You know, the sodalite looks celestial. In the back of these cards have stars and a cat. Yeah, there's something about the cat and the stars. That's a message for someone. If it's for you, please let me know. Let's find out more about this throat chakra opening and you expressing yourself and following your dreams. The magician. Look at that. Look at the cat sitting there. Yeah, wow. You are following your dreams. So if there's something that you had question on, like, should I, shouldn't I think this is saying you should follow your dreams. The world. Wow. Oh, all right, that was too many. Let's put them back here in the middle. And the King of Swords. I mean, that's the master of expression right there. Wow. And wow, look at this. You have the Magician, which is 1, and a major arcana card, and the World, which is 21. It's the last card. Now, 0 would be the first, the full, but you start it with the Magician, which is a better start. And you have the World, which means completion, which means you are going to complete this goal. So 2 major arcanas and a king. I definitely feel like you're doing something for the world. And we see here a book, you know, he's pointing to this book. So are you writing a book? Or a blog? Or, maybe it's with the world here, it could be something on the internet or something like a book or a song, something that you give to the world. The magician is the beginning of this journey, but it's also saying you have all the resources, all the elements that you need: earth, fire, air, water, and spirit. You have the magic touch to see this dream realized. And you have the fortitude within yourself to do this. So you have the ability to create this dream in the physical world. And the adaptability and resourcefulness to find the answers and help at the right moments to move you further on this journey. I mean, it's guaranteed with the world being the next card. And I love this. I definitely see something on the internet. But again, it could also be a book or music. I'm really seeing music too. Anything creative, but let me tell you my train of thought here. We see the water coming in towards her, right? This is the world card. So it's like the world is coming to you. So how is that possible? How is the world coming to you? They're coming to you through your book. They're coming to you through your music. They're coming to you through your art, through your website, on the internet. And there is something, again, about your style and your expression. So you're finding your voice and it's permeating through all aspects of your life. So if you are a singer, you may notice that your voice sounds stronger. If you're a writer, same thing. Your voice, it's like you found your voice in your writing. Or if you're an artist, you found your style. But it doesn't just end on the canvas or in the studio or in your book. It's also how you carry yourself. Like I mentioned before, it's how you speak, how you walk, how you move through the world, how you wear your hair or your makeup, everything. It's the whole thing. What you eat, how you spend your day, all of that. It's all part of creating these right conditions for you to complete your goals, for you to realize your dreams. And following your dreams isn't just about this destination. You see how this wind is coming in? Because when you complete this, you have something new to do. So it's going to carry you through to the next chapter. And here we have the King of Swords, who is I'm hearing mastermind, but swords are the element of air. So again, your words, your communication, and I don't know, you may be singing your words or writing your words. I'm so curious, so I hope you'll let me know. Or maybe you're creating some work of art that expresses your words. Definitely somebody's writing a book. Look at all these books, and he's pointing to a book. Yeah, definitely somebody is writing a book. Wow. So it's like you're following your dreams, and it may be one thing, but eventually it leads to a book, even if you're not writing a book now. Whether that's a grimoire or a book that you share with the world, I do see writing. And it could be also writing down your goals. I'm hearing write your goals down in the present tense. Say things to yourself in the present tense. When you wake up in the morning, whatever your dreams are, tell yourself, today I'm going to do something to work towards my dreams. I'm going to find something that aligns with my goals. All of these things. I'm achieving my dreams, and what's meant to help me will find its way to me. Just start your morning off with affirmations to that effect, and it's going to speed up the process. But it's like it's written in the stars, right? It's written in the stars that you are meant to create something in the world. The world's going to receive it joyfully, and it's going to be big. I mean, 2 major arcanas out of 3, you're definitely going to achieve it, and it's going to lead to greater things. Wow. Reading number 3, so excited for you. Please let me know if this resonates, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.